Yeah, good day. This project involves developing an e-learning system. So the system involves two main stakeholders, which are the teachers and then the students. So the problem statement for this project is recovered from the survey conducted, which opened my eyes to the challenges faced in other existing e-learning platforms. So two challenges I will be focusing on two challenges, which are procrastination, where students procrastinate when to take the courses because it is an online course, and then um, forgetting the key point of the study. Students want something they can access, and then they should be able to know, okay, this and these are the important things of this topic. So with those challenge, we also um, post out the survey. The survey was still able to retrieve the solutions that I want for this project. And one of the solutions provided for the student procrastination is trying to engage them. So in existing system we have class exercises, but in which it might not necessarily be marked by the instructor or the teacher. But in this system, I would be implementing the use of an assignment instead of a class exercise. So with assignment, you are expected to submit it back, and it should be marked and then graded. And also in the during the completion of the course, there's always a quiz in which you can take, and then it will give you a badge. So with an assignment and a badge, you should engage yourself more, unlike you um, just coming to the to the e-learning system and then downloading your materials, and then you go till whenever you feel like coming again. But when there's an assignment, a steady assignment from the teachers, you will engage yourself more. So this kind of system is going to reduce the procrastination rate. And then also for students trying to identify the key information of the course of study, um, the survey also shows that implementing a flashcard uh, is going to solve this. It's going to be like an electronic flashcard, such that the teacher is going to create the flashcard, and it's going to appear on the student's dashboard. So for this system, I'll be using three this five programming tools: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and MySQL. So the first three uh, programming scripting language we use for the front end. So this was chosen because the three and then PHP is for the back end to communicate with the database alongside MySQL. MySQL is used to communicate with the database, but the PHP is used to interact with the database through MySQL. So these programming languages are chosen because of its simplicity and then its existence over time. It has been used to develop many tags, many applications, Facebook, many other top applications that are still existing. And then the community is large. The people trying to learn these languages are much, so there are a lot of code samples, solutions out there, and this really helped me in the development of this project. I came across some errors where I was finding it difficult to communicate with the database. After watching a series of tutorials, I I really practiced it, and then but it's still not working. But when I went online and then look for a solution, I saw a lot of examples, different developers who had encountered such error, and I was able to pinpoint mine, um, similar errors, and then I adopted the solution used that was proposed for the person then, and then it really worked for me. So that is one of the advantage of the language I choose. I find it anytime I come across an error, I just need to go online because of the large community. If I didn't get the exact solution, I will surely get something similar. So with respect to the problem statement, which is procrastinating and trying to remember the key point of the student, and then the procrastination can also allow students to lose interest in the course of study. When you tend to shift to procrastinate about when to study, when to the class exercises, you student is going to lose interest from it. So all these are recovered from the survey conducted. So that is the challenge that has brought to the development of this system. This is the Gantt chart. So I would go to the development of the application. So this is the interface. This is the login interface. This is the section where I need to turn on my internet connection. So I need the students can log in, can sign up here, but before you can sign up, the admin must have profiled the student. And then for the admin section, we have the admin can then log in from this interface. So let's go back to this. So the admin must have profiled the student, add the student name, the student ID, when we saved on the system. Then the student can come here, type the same ID, the first name and then last name. Then you sign up on the system. This is also applicable to the teacher. So this is trying to monitor the number of people logging into the system. So it won't just be a random e-learning system where anybody can just come on and then sign up just to avoid misuse or any social issues. So then you can sign up from this end. I'm going to use an existing user student information. I have this here. So in this section, as you can see, we have the flashcards here. The flashcard is created for this course. So this is just a sample. We have a question here. Let's say the course is talking about part of the computer. Then you can see what is a computer, and then the result is going to show here. So it doesn't really matter if it is not necessary for us to have a question here. It can just be something to show forth, and then the solution to it. In the student end, the student can be on different classes depending on the course to study. The student can click on the class, and then you see what you're able to use. The downloadable materials are the materials needed, the study material that has been uploaded by the teachers. Also assignments, student can then download an assignment and then submit an assignment when it has been completed. And also student can take quiz. Once a quiz is available, it will be present here for a student to click and then take the quiz. So that's basically the big function, the major function that can be done by this student. Student can log out, and then let's log in as a teacher. So on the teacher end, as you can see, the quiz is here. The teacher can add a quiz, the student can add flashcards, the student can add an assignment. You pick select the file from the directory. You can give it the title of the assignment, and then the description for the assignment can be filled here. Then you assign it to a class, and then you upload. This is the announcement section, which is going to be visible to the students. This is the downloadable materials, where you upload materials and then students can see it. So and then for the admin can add a department, can profile a student, a teacher. The admin can see the assignment uploaded and also the materials uploaded. So with this function, we would engage students. The system will be able to engage students, and then the flashcard would help students pinpoint the basic challenge that occur in about procrastination. So the two requirement gathering use is a survey and prototyping. So when testing, I at every updates carried out on the application, it is uploaded online, as you can see here, and then selected stakeholders we are given the link to test. Then once any error discovered, I got a reply and then tested myself and then make adjustments. So prototyping involves updating the system at every possible update, and then pushing out the prototype of the system for testing. So this process was done continuously till the project was eventually completed. So as designed in the PSPD, well, for the interface, the same interface was chosen as we can see here. So the idea behind the system is to do a system that is lightweight. We have some e-learning system where it is an e-learning system and also a management system. And in this type of system, it derails the focus of the e-learning in the system. The in the context diagram, as seen, we have the e-learning system with three main entities as seen, and then of expected function are what is implemented in the system. These are the code snippets. During the development of the process, there were a lot of challenges which I encountered, and it was part of what I was expecting before I chose the programming language I'll be using. So it really helped me in solving and finding a better and quicker solution to the challenges I discovered. Several GitHub pages were reviewed, where we have where they have sample codes. Some are relating to e-learning. I had to look at how it is being implemented, and then I learned from it and then modify it to exactly what I wanted, and I was able to achieve it. So in the future, I hope to add an e-learning e-library to the system, and also a section where students can place an appointment with the teachers, and then they can discuss about the course. So that's it. And then for the testing, black box testing was done, and also white box testing. This testing it was projected to a tester who went through the code and then did some modification. One of the error he encountered was in the login page, where I didn't make the field a necessity. So even with a blank a blank field, it is going to send to the database. But in order to reduce the query and to cause any error, even before the information is being captured and then sent to the database, it checks if the field, that means this field, is empty or not. So, and also other code files were checked, and all corrections, all errors met were corrected immediately and then tested. And for the black box testing, this was carried out by stakeholders as well. Then user testing, this is just a generic testing where where the link was uploaded and then different people tested it. At some point, the people were grouped to part, some to act as a teacher and then some to act as a student, just to put more pressure on the system and test the performance. And several errors was encountered, and then it was solved. One of the proposition was implementing maybe a video conference or booking an appointment that I've said, and I intend to add an e-library also. That's in the future of the system. So in conclusion, the system developed was able to satisfy the two problems aimed on solving, which was tested, and users were satisfied. So thank you.